What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's living well and staying blessed. It's your boy Marcus B. As always, I'm joined by Mr. Evan Simmons. And new guy Chris is on his way back from Lubbock because he goes and sees his lady. And that's a 6-hour drive, and that's crazy. Shout out to him. He's a good man. Anyways, this is episode 121 of Holla with yours truly. And me and Evan sit down and we talk about how terrifying parenting is and how if you skip a day, you just completely ruin that kid's life. And then they're not able to talk to people or ride a bicycle. So that's terrifying. We also talk, what else did we talk about?
Fashion.
Fashion. Yeah, talked about fashion for a long time. Both me and Evan are very simplistic in our fashion and trying to make our way out the box. And as always, a healthy dose of nonsense and what we're watching. So if you like what we're doing out here, make sure you like, follow, share, and subscribe. Sharing, liking, all those things helps us get it to as many people as possible, grow the podcast, and we'd greatly appreciate it. If you need any supplements, nutrients, workout gear, anything like that, go to redcon1.com. Use promo code T20MarcusB before checkout. You'll get an extra 20% off, and you'll help support the podcast. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Peace. All right, take two, and we try it again.
It's going. This is why we have a producer.
This is why, yeah, seriously. Anyways, cliff notes on what we were talking about before it didn't record correctly.
Yeah.
Parenting is terrifying.
Yes. Yeah. That was the short version. Yeah. The idea of, like I was saying, I live next to some a family that has like some toddlers.
Yeah.
And it's just frightening to see just what it's like. Just a screaming 3-year-old.
Yeah.
You're just like, I just have to deal with you being the screaming person.
Then I can't do much about it.
That's
Other
when
than try and food? No. Sleep? No. Drink? No.
Well, that's also
What do you want?
They can't communicate their feelings, so they're just like, I'm like, they can't just, if they could just say I'm hungry, that'd be great. But
I could work with that.
The weirdest part, and we got onto this because we were talking about we can't go to Target and I can't wear graphic tees anymore.
Yes,
you can't wear graphic tees until you have kids. Again, but the weirdest thing a kid does is when they're so tired that they're upset.
Yeah.
That's like I'm like,
it's such a
what?
weird vibe. And
right. Like you're exhausted, so you're screaming and
misunderstanding
crying.
of emotions. Yeah.
You're just like, you can just go to sleep. And you're just like, they're like, no, I don't want to do that now.
Just go lay down.
But you're tired.
What do you want from me?
So when people are like irrational, like in life, I'm like, you're acting like a toddler. We got over that behavior a while ago, hopefully.
I joke about a lot about skipping that day in class, but just straight up, some people do skip that day where it's like, oh, you were never taught how to ride a bicycle.
Yeah, that's my little brother.
Yeah.
Like I learned, he was just.
That's even crazier. It's like
he was just like, nah.
If it was they forgot to teach you, and then when he came around, they remembered. That would make sense to me. But
just forgetting to teach them.
Yeah.
But
after the first kid, you forgot.
There's some skills. I'm sure parents are just like, oh crap, he's never done his own laundry before. Oh, we gotta.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you show up to college and people are like, I need to put these. They need to be clean. They smell bad. Can you help me?
You got it, right? You're an RA. That's your job.
Oh, the amount of RAs that have probably been handed laundry is staggering. Right? It
has to be, right?
It's got, yeah.
Front desk.
Yeah.
Maybe not the RA on your floor, but definitely just bring the laundry back. So, who washes this? You. The fuck?
There's the
laundry room's over
laundry
there.
room's over there.
You got I could give you quarters.
You just walk in. Like at my dorm, we didn't even have like quarters. It was just like you just go in there, press a button.
Actually, no, yeah.
Like,
It's the higher the one I'm thinking of is like the apartment ones.
Right.
Yeah, the proper dorms.
The laundry, those wash clothes better, though. But like, yeah, that that is so scary to me. Of like, you could just forget to teach your kids something, or they just miss that day, or you do one thing. Like I think that's how the iPad kid happens. Is they just one day are just like, just look at the phone.
And that's what's stressing me out even more now is because that's such a crutch. It's just like between that and then you throw COVID on top of just like, oh, you don't know how to interact with people.
Yeah, there's kids that were in those formative years that they had to stay inside.
That's not
like
good.
Kids that were like 3 or 4 when 2020 happened, like they were not able to. So yeah, they'll figure it out.
Hopefully,
their whole life was on Zoom, like at that moment. Yeah. So
it's such a weird thing. I forgot. I got a homegirl who just had a baby, and I forgot what she was doing. But the correlation to like what it meant to as like as a grown up.
Sure.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, like you're just like this. This is gonna be.
That's why that's important.
This is fun for you, like, or it's good. It's good for the kid now, but then you're just like later on, you're like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the baby talk. I hate baby talk. It bothers me so much.
You gonna talk to your baby like a person?
Well, after I've probably, but
would you sit up?
Hey,
I need you to sit up, dude. I'm tired of you.
What do you want, man? I'm just like, hey, nice to see you too.
shake your baby's hand. Imagine. That's the only interaction you have with your child is formal salutations.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that kid's screwed.
Yeah, no, that kid has no sense of emotional
anything.
Let's say you get like an American Psycho kind of kid. Like you just.
But that's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize why the baby talk was important. Is because that's like, at when they're, 2 months old, they only register tone.
Right. Yeah.
So the high pitch is just like. That's how you deem as of happiness.
Right.
And then anything less than that is like aggressive.
Like, why is he mad at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
terrifying because because
the instinct like at first is to just you're like, what, you're a person, just be a person, man.
Just be a person, dude.
I know you're 4, just calm down, just chill out, man.
Take a deep breath, circle back around when we're ready to talk.
And I got onto not alternative parenting TikTok. Parenting where you don't like hit your kid. I mean, it's like I couldn't figure out another word for it.
I don't know if that's considered alternative, but all right. I hope that's not alternative.
But it's, like, that's how like a lot of parents were,
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so like I got onto like that side of like, like it's just the theory behind a lot of it. It's just like, yeah, just like regulate their emotions, just like make sure they feel like validated, but also like learn to correct behaviors and stuff like that. I'm like, or just a firm flick. No, I'm kidding. Don't hit your kids.
Nerf gun.
Nerf gun to the.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
You ever seen that video of the choir teacher? They're just going through something.
I'm really angry that video is not of me. I'm like,
yeah.
I've legitimately said that like for 4 years.
You're like, I'm gonna bring a Nerf gun.
I'm gonna bring a Nerf gun.
You miss a note and boom.
And no, just like she did it, she like looks up, looks over.
The kid, you didn't see the kid, but the kid was like, ah! Yeah, no, that sounds kind of awesome. Just to be like, yep, all right, cool. You know to not do it again. All right, great. But with a 2-year-old, I don't know if
you can't shoot a Nerf gun at a 2-year-old.
6.
How old can I? When is
6?
6?
I think 6 is when you're like
Maybe 4.
sentient. Like when you're 4, you're gonna cry about it.
Well, like
When you're
if
6,
you, if
you're
you
gonna
get
be
your
like,
if you get your kid a Nerf gun, and like
they get the concept of
yeah,
like this is not a violent thing. This
it's not a
is
violent thing. Like
this is a game.
shoot yourself in the foot,
Yeah.
then you shoot them in the foot. Then you like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's so many weird levels.
I just had a weird thought, but I might cut this part out, but
Nah, man, leave it in. Let's go. I hate kids. That's
when did the Nerf gun become popular?
It had to be mid '90s.
Okay. Never mind then. That's the wrong thought then. It was about school shootings. And
Yeah, I saw where you were
I
going.
was like, did they decrease or increase or? There's no correlation. There's definitely no correlation. But
Are super soakers still a thing?
not that I know of. I don't see. Granted, I'm not in water parks all the time because that's not how I spend my summer. Just out at a water park. Imagine being like 20 something and just walking to a water park and just being like,
I don't know if I'm allowed to go to a water park.
I'm gonna go on a slide today.
Am I allowed to go to a water park?
Yes, you're allowed.
Am I though?
It's the same thing with like the couple making out in the Starbucks. The fine of the guy being like, "Is this allowed? Is this allowed? Stop." Yeah, no, that you're allowed to. It's just like when you're standing in line with like 10-year-olds.
Feels weird.
It's a little bit of a
Feels weird.
dignity punch. Yeah, it's another skip time, like graphic tees and water parks.
I can't go to a water park until
So you have a kid,
I have a kid.
or you're with a group of like people your age.
Cruise ship, water park, that's allowed.
100%.
100%.
Anything's allowed on a cruise. Well, I mean, like to a certain extent.
Not even to an certain extent, man. You're
You're
on foreign waters, international waters. Laws get real dicey when you're on a cruise.
I never really understood how the international waters thing like works.
They don't really make any sense. I don't think anybody really knows.
It's just a TV thing. It was just like, yeah, we're on international waters, so it doesn't count like murders and stuff.
Nothing really counts, but also don't do anything. So that way we don't have to get everybody involved.
Right, because then you got to bring like a bunch of like boats and like other boats and like the less boats we can deal with, the better. That's Carnival's like slogan. The less boats, the better. No, that should not be a slogan.
That's a bad slogan.
That's a Titanic slogan.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
not
sure
good.
that's a Titanic.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that's Would you have gone on the Titanic
I mean,
if you're afforded a ticket?
logistically, no, because I'm not white.
If you were white in 1912, would you? Is that 12? Yeah, I think it's 12.
No, because I don't do the cold.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was winter whenever they went. Anyway.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Who goes on a winter cruise? I guess if you're wearing a suit every day, makes sense.
I don't remember who I was listening to, but they brought up a good point, and everybody always talks about like, oh, back in the day, everybody dressed so nice, and they dressed nice all the time, no matter what they were going to. You know, you look at old photos of boxing matches, and
Yeah, they're
dudes
always
are in
in
the background
suits,
in suits. Yeah, no, that's because that's the only clothes they had.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the yeah. When they talk about like dressing like, oh, dressing up for the occasion. It was just like that's just what they
No, there's just no other clothes.
like. It was either that or what you're wearing under that. Like that's it. So when it comes to dressing up back then, it was just kind of
Me.
like you're gonna either
Just put your clothes on.
You're either gonna wear your full like 3-piece like button-up suit, or you're gonna wear the undershirt.
Yeah.
And your knickers. I don't I don't know what they're called.
Knickerbockers is a real thing, and that's crazy.
What are those?
I believe it's like overalls.
I really want some overalls.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the moment where I can pull them off. I can't pull them off right now.
I think you're too big.
Yeah, it comes off a little Jethro, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if you wear overalls, you immediately become country,
Right.
and you work on a farm.
I'm from Mississippi.
You're from Mississippi.
Yeah. Shout out Mississippi.
I can only see you without a shirt on with overalls, and that's a bad thing.
That's humbling. Humbling.
Yeah, like the 6'2" white dudes.
Yeah.
And the dungarees. Yeah, we can't pull that off.
Like wearing like overalls?
Yeah. In that sense.
Sure.
Like the European style where they cuff it at the bottom too, which just makes me angry.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like I was watching you saw Lovecraft Country, like that like style of dress back then, like when he was wearing that like white t-shirt, the kind of like higher jeans.
Yeah.
Like the Converse like look. I was like, I want to dress like that. But then I texted the girlfriend about it. She was like, I don't see you in that. I was like, but I want to dress.
Sorry,
I want to look like Jonathan Majors. I won't.
You don't have the jawline to do it.
No. his jawline is sharp.
That dude might as well be the Crimson Chin.
Yeah.
Like he is so sharply defined facial features. It's crazy.
He's got that like weird face where like if he makes like his chin like if he like buckles his chin at all, it would make that little muscle thing.
Yeah.
You're just like,
yeah.
I wish.
If only.
No,
I get what you're saying though with the style. You got to know your lane, man.
yeah, no,
Know your lane.
I'm trying to expand my lane though into like I don't know where to expand it into though.
That's fair.
Cuz like I wore the same I've been wearing this shirt since like college.
There's been
early
way too many
college.
podcasts where you were in this like.
Oh yeah, you just scroll through and just look at me wearing the same like 5 shirts.
Yeah.
My Pulp Fiction shirt,
Especially for a stint where we kept recording on Thursdays and you were just committed to that weekly outfit schedule.
Yeah.
It like I think it was like
the times I wear that blue and like red shirt, like blue and red, like
I was gonna say I think it's the
shirt.
green one as that's coming to
Oh,
mind.
that green one.
It was
Yeah.
like we were recording on Thursdays.
I stopped wearing that one. I stopped
dude.
wearing that one. I think I stopped teaching in long sleeve stuff.
That's fair.
I've made this progression in like what I wear to school. And I'm trying to like. I think I'm trying to merge those two. Like
You lasted a lot longer than I did.
right.
You're about where I'm at right now.
right.
But you
Like
took
the button downs, like jeans. Like
you took 4 years to get there. I got there in about 6 months.
I didn't have like casual enough khakis.
I just gave up and wore jeans. I was like, who's gonna tell me something I can't wear jeans? Like, shut up. My classroom is in the parking lot.
The concept of jeans. I was watching 30 Rock earlier today, and the boss on there shows one of his employees she's like in charge of people.
Yeah,
So
that's
is
what
her-
boss is.
Yeah, no, the boss of the person that's in charge of a lot of people.
Gotcha.
Shows her a video of the baby panda sneezing, and she like laughs at it. It's hilarious. Then he's like, "You have to fire 10 people by the end of today." That's what I feel like a gene pass is to me. You're like, you can be comfortable, but this is gonna be bad.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, like I didn't have like because when I was student teaching, I was wearing the button downs, like the dry cleaned button downs, the nice slacks, tie, a lot of times. And I eventually started relaxing on the tie thing, and then when I got here, it was like still my dress khakis. When I could wear jeans, I wore jeans, and then slowly morphed into now I can just wear not whatever I want to, but
Pretty close.
I'm gonna show up one day in a t-shirt and jeans.
I wear a t-shirt 3 days a week.
Well, like not on the days you're supposed to wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, no, I don't. I just wear a t-shirt 3 days a week.
Whenever.
Yeah. And as of recently, it's just like a white tee. Like I truly just do not care about any form of
Well, yeah,
dress code.
that whole like dress code thing is very it's insulting sometimes because you're just like, really, really, we have to.
We went over this at like one of the very first episodes. Like, kick rocks if you think that I'm a worse teacher because I wear a t-shirt. Like, shut up.
Oh yeah, that was like episode like 3.
Yeah.
We talked.
Yeah. Still feel very passionate about that. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, but one of these days I'm gonna figure out how to.
Style is such a weird thing.
Can you wear? How wild do you think you can like go like stylishly? Like let me run an idea by you.
Okay.
So I went to Target and got some new T-shirts, and I saw like just a red T-shirt. I don't wear a red T-shirt, so I was like, I'm gonna do that, some khakis, and like some white shoes. It's an outfit,
Yeah.
but
The white boy dress code.
if I go out in that, I feel like everyone's gonna roast me. Like our friend group is gonna be like, "What are you wear? Why are you dressed like you have fashion? Why are you dressing like you?"
It makes me really sad that you think that that's like a step up in fashion.
It is for me.
Nah, dude, you're just jumping lanes.
Wearing white shoes, like wearing bright colors, is not my forte.
Yeah.
Hold on,
But
pause 1 second. Pause. I just wanna look. Make sure everything's going. Okay, good.
okay. This is why we need you, Chris. We need that third body.
But
Yeah,
I feel like that's
I get what you're saying.
That's a
but it's because your style is so
muted.
all right. I was gonna be a little bit, yeah, but yeah, it's muted. Like it's, your high school. I think people just grow up and there's a straight line progression of where you are from your high school days.
Yeah, I still dress like the like I dress like the kid that wore the Triforce shirt and
Yes.
the khaki cargo cargo
Cargo
shorts.
shorts, yeah. And
With
the
like
Vans.
the Vans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's either Vans or if you're
those are
edgy.
really chunky like Asics.
I was gonna say Asics or DCs.
Do you want to know how many pairs of DCs I actually owned? Some like 4.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I really wanted to skate.
Me too. It just couldn't do it.
I did an ollie, and I think I had a dream a couple of months ago where I did a kickflip. I was like, really, like, you ever like I mean, I said, have you ever wake up? You don't have dreams,
Don't have
but like
dreams.
when I woke up from that, I was like, was that cool? Was that cool? I think it was cool. But yeah, like you,
I feel like that's a proper
progression. Like
because that's in the same.
I've grown up to wearing jeans most of the time and like t-shirts. Like
Yeah.
basic t-shirts.
Like, I can't get the right verbiage, but you do the t-shirt like at the end of the day, you're still just wearing a t-shirt, pants, and easy shoes,
Right.
right? The color scheme is changing up,
Right.
but it's still basically the same thing,
Yeah.
right?
Are you supposed to wear more than that?
Well, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, in your head, it feels like it's more, but in reality, it's the same thing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's the yeah. That's a big part of it. You're just like I'm
more
still wearing the same thing. Like
and that's why
still a Target T-shirt, like the same khakis I wear every other day.
like it feels like a big step up for me, but it's in reality, it's not.
Right.
Because like this is my style: jeans, like maybe button up or a t-shirt.
Right.
Pretty standard. Shoes, I've kind of upped the shoe game.
Do you put on a necklace every morning?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't sleep in the chain. It's bad for you, bad for the chain.
I never think to do something like that every day. Yeah. It's like putting on a watch.
Well, I'm OCD.
And like the ring, you put that on every day. Yeah, it's not a thing.
Everything's got spots too. The ring is on the nightstand. The necklace is on the ironing board, and the watch is on the
Yeah.
front door catch-all. But like the salmon pants that I have
Sure.
with the drug dealer shirt,
Sure.
same thing.
Yeah.
Pants and a short sleeve button up, like, but it just feels more.
But so you're saying like if I showed up one day and I was in a, let's say like a black jacket, like a black like casual jacket, like one of those like not
Like a North Face?
no like a fashion jacket, it's got like a collar, not a collar, but like
Are you talking about like my trench coat?
there's like stretchy like pulley collars.
You really have no idea what you're talking about.
Think
right
like Korean man.
now. Okay.
Like that, like kind of like you just casually like BTS kind of a jacket.
Okay.
Like with that, in a white shirt and like some like capris, and I was wearing like some kind of shoes, like black Air Forces. Like I just show up in that. I'm like,
I would think you're playing dress up.
like I tried to dress like quote well.
Yeah.
one day.
like you were like,
what are you doing?
I would ask you like, what character did you see this play? Like, what movie did you just watch?
What movie did you just watch? That is often a question you have to ask me. What movie did you just
What movie
watch?
did you watch? Like,
How is that affecting your entire?
who influenced you right now? Who immediately influenced you to get this outfit? No, like a big step up would be if you'd bought like a pair of salmon pants and like a crazy colorful T-shirt.
Yeah,
Like that would be a weird step.
I considered wearing something like that for just one day, like over
See,
the
but
summer.
you can do that,
Yeah,
but that's a proper like an actual step, as opposed to you like I have a red shirt now.
it's. I mean, yeah, like wearing a primary color.
Yeah.
just being like, this is different. This is different. This isn't blue.
But like
Blue is
those,
a primary color.
yeah,
But yeah, that little reaching out, I'm like, I feel like that's like a big step. Like
Yeah.
in my like wearing white shoes. I own white shoes. I already own a pair of they're like white Roches, which are kind of like out now. But I was like, I can make that out. I don't have to go get new shoes. I can make that outfit already. But just the feeling I would get of inevitable, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And then plus like even our because I didn't think about this. I was listening to Flagrant, Schultz and Akash,
yeah.
and they're explaining. Was it Schultz and Akash? Yeah, they're explaining why shoes are important in New York, and why cars don't mean anything to them.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense because
Yeah.
who cares about
Who cares about your car?
because you're not driving.
You don't
it
have a
anyway.
car in New York, but you have like your flex is your shoes because that's what you rock every day. That's where you're going to. That's why you have 10 different pairs of shoes because you're walking so much you burn through shoes.
Right.
Like, and then one of the producers, Mark Gagnon, he came from Florida boy, and he's like, no, man, like the car was,
Yeah.
that's what people saw you roll up in because there's that distance to be traveled.
Right.
Like we get one pair of shoes and that lasts us for 3 years.
Right. Yeah. Like I've had the same. I like remember. Like you ever like remember where you get shoes at? Like I got those at Shoe Carnival like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They're like, it doesn't matter to me. I mean, getting a car, of course you don't want to get one of those every. Although I consider like later on after I purchase this one, I'm gonna go ahead and start just leasing. Like, I'm gonna just keep leasing cars. It's fun, especially if I have more money. Just be like, just keep leasing cars.
For somebody like you probably should be leasing.
Well, I didn't realize, like I kind of looked into my engine a little bit. I was like, there's so many computers and stuff in here. There's no, because the dream was, like, I learned how to fix
You can't fix anything anymore.
that car. So I can't fix anything. So it's like, why? I mean, why get one? Because it's technically in the long term cheaper. I can have that car for 8 years versus paying it for 8 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, yeah, shoes. I'm still trying to figure out the I have no shoe game, as the kids say. They're like, you wear the same shoes every day. I'm like, yeah. There's no. Why would I wear other ones?
I now own 3 pairs of Jordans.
Are you gonna wear them?
I haven't worn the new ones yet.
You should.
I still haven't even put them on.
Yeah. Did you get? This sounds dumb. Did you get your size?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then that's partially what I've been, like we talked about the other day, been debating whether or not I just flip them
Sure.
or if I keep them. I think emotionally, I'm gonna keep them. As much as I like the idea of that hustle.
I mean, sometimes you just have to have like going out stuff. You just have to have, like, I own like my watch that my uncle got for me. It's like a pretty nice watch. It's like Hugo Boss.
Yeah,
Like it's like
nice.
it's a nice watch, but do I wear it? How many times have you seen me wear a watch?
Never.
Yeah.
Can I have that watch?
No.
You should give me that watch. Give me a watch.
No, I think it's broken.
Well, damn. All right, yeah, give it to me. I'll get it fixed.
I can fix it.
No. I'll get it fixed.
Yeah, but like the yeah, just having your nice thing is you can do that sometimes.
But subsequently, I don't think it's as gratifying for me to rock those Jordans.
That's getting $150.
Well, yes, but in Texas,
Right,
Because-
who like in Texas a little bit. Who cares? Like
best case scenario, people are like, "Yeah, dude, nice
nice
kicks."
shoes, right?
But I want people, bro. You got the Jordan 5 Jades, bruh.
Yeah,
Like,
no one's gonna lose their mind.
yeah, nobody's geeking out
Yeah.
out here, and that makes me sad.
There's gonna be like nice shoes.
That's not shit.
I just see anyone with like colors on shoes. Yeah, I just go nice shoes. Like the kids, I keep seeing them wear these. They're Nikes that are like they're high tops, and they have like mostly it's like a blue and black thing going on. They're leather. They've got like it's just blue and black. They're just decent looking shoes.
Okay.
I've been like, man, I want a pair of those, but it looks like 12-year-olds wear them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know if I can, unless I'm wearing the outfit to match that. I don't know what you would wear with that.
I'm not too sure. I'd have to see the shoe.
Let me
but
see if I can like.
I'm not a big fan of the Air Max Jordans.
I don't know what those.
The Air Maxes are the ones where it's like on the side they have the like
Well,
the
no, yeah,
four.
I know what Air Max is.
Okay.
Because my parents love those.
Really?
They love Air Maxes. It's weird.
I think the people that like Air Maxes are the same people that like New Balances. I don't care for either. It's crazy that New Balance became like a sneakerhead shoe.
They're literally called Kids Court.
Oh yeah,
but like I want
yeah.
like a pair. Like those look cool though. I like them.
So those are. I mean, those are just like a refurbished style of Jordan 1s,
Right.
basically.
Like I mean like I want a
I
pair.
forgot what it was. The backboards, I think. Look up.
Jordan 1 backboards.
Yeah, that had the strap on top.
I mean that sounds like, let's see. Yeah, pretty close to it. Does that look like it?
Nah, there was a brand of Jordan, like a subsect of, I think it was the Jordan 1s, where it had the strap on top.
Yeah, like I'm gonna wear a pair of those, and I don't know, like what do you put on with that?
See, the reason why I get into the shoe game is because my style is so mild up top that like that's the
Right.
the peak accessory.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people like super over extravagant with the tops. You know, some like females like all kinds of crazy jewelry.
Yeah, some people like match their whole outfit to their shoes. They'll wear all kinds of.
But
You know,
but for me, it's like I'll wear these black pants, a white shirt, and then throw the J's on, and it's like muted. Oh,
sure.
dope.
Yeah. See, I feel like I would have to wear like. I can't. I need a picture like. Like, I'm just look up Korean black jacket. I'm just picturing BTS guys wearing jacket.
I thought you were talking about like my formal long black
Like a trench coat, like a pea coat.
not the pea coat length,
Yeah,
but it's just like a straight zipper
sure.
up top. Yeah, I thought that's what you're talking about. I was like, yeah, no, you look a little bit like a psychopath. I look a little bit like a psychopath. Like I got to be super specific with how I.
Did I ever show you the pea coat that I bought? It was like I bought it for like $150. It was like a $600 jacket.
Oof, light in fog.
I think so.
Nice.
Here's the problem though. I bought it when I like weighed 300 pounds, and it was like in a phase of like getting just bigger stuff. So it's like way bigger than me.
Massive.
I'm swimming it, like I think I have to wear like a full 3-piece suit to even kind of like fill it out a little bit. Yeah, it's bad.
So that's your northern jacket for all the times you
I
spent
guess,
up north.
yeah, all the times I'm in North Dakota, like I guess I'll have to wear that now. But every time I look at it with regret. Just, so I can't wear a bomber jacket. Okay,
Yeah, you can wear a bomber.
because I would love to wear.
Everybody looks good in a bomber.
like a bomber jacket, a blue shirt, like a royal blue shirt, some like black jeans, and those kind of shoes. Like to me, that's like a
That's a
an
sound
outfit.
outfit. Yeah, it's a sound
If I
outfit.
wore that, our friends would be like, "Evan, why are you dressed like?"
It's a little again because you haven't. I mean,
I haven't ventured.
you haven't
into
ventured
that,
enough.
right.
I mean, when you remember the first time I put the salmon pants and the drug dealer shirt on,
Yeah,
people didn't shut up for 30 minutes. But now that like
Now
I
we've
have
seen you
opened
get it
up
enough,
that
yeah.
level of color,
where? Yeah,
I can dip in and out of that without people being too.
right. It's like when we went to Mexico and I wore a white shirt one day. Everyone was like, "You look good in a white shirt." I was
Yeah.
like, "I didn't know I could do this."
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't. So I'm trying to slowly venture out in. Maybe I will wear a bomber jacket one of these days.
Get yourself one. Now that's mid-April and it's about to be 100,000 degrees in Texas.
Why
Yeah,
not?
well,
It's just a summer bomber jacket. You need that for. No, you don't.
I said that now I'm thinking about it. Like, God.
Wearing a jacket in the heat.
Nah, just
The fact
Texas
that
summer.
It's gonna be hot. Yeah, I always. There you go. I always beg for the heat until it happens.
Yeah, I know better. I know what it feels like.
Like the past couple of weeks when I'm working out, I'll like when you open that door and it's been cold out, I'm in shorts, I'm like,
It feels nice.
no.
No?
I have the opposite feeling.
Oh.
I'm like it's too cold.
Nah, man, it feels
I'm
nice.
tired of going out in the cold. And then when I finally went out for the first time and it was warm, I was like, oh no, this is this is worse. This is much worse. So I just have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's gonna be. It's Texas summer. We're used to it at this point.
No,
Been through enough of just
Never used
It's
to.
110 degrees.
it always
today. It's just,
sucks.
well, yeah.
I continuously hate it.
You're trying to live in Maryland. Have that Maryland summer.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse. Texas summer or
cold.
Maryland winter.
I don't want to deal with.
Maryland winter sounds terrible.
Yeah, I can deal with the.
It's, of course, your scoops.
Hello, there we
Very
go.
bad.
I can deal with the Maryland sorry, I can deal with the Texas heat. I don't know how to deal with the northern cold thing. I don't know how to deal with that. Like when people are like, "Oh yeah, just go drive out in it." Like I was watching this show Severance, and they were just driving out in the snow. Like whenever like all of our, I'll talk about that shit later. But like whenever our entire like world shuts down,
Yeah.
because but for them it's just like,
Yeah, it's fine.
you just go out, just drive out on the icy road, just hold on to the wheel, just drive. I'm like,
Just drive a little better.
I'm like, no.
No.
When the world shuts down, like, or when there's a moderate amount of ice on the road, we're done. We're done for
I'll
the
wait.
If school is canceled, the world is canceled. We don't leave. What do you?
What are we talking about here?
It's unsafe. It's
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still debating. I still don't know what I'm doing with my life.
whether it's gonna be. I know for a fact I'm not leaving Texas. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to go any. Well, if I do leave anywhere, it'll be for like reasons. But like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Going up to like, let's go to Chicago like this year. Like, nah, I don't want to deal with that cold.
I was talking to my finance guy.
Finance guy, worst superhero ever.
And yeah,
I'll make that joke later.
pull out my calculator and tell you how much this is going to cost you.
Taxes.
But I forget that there's something weird ingrained in me. It's like not pseudo childhood trauma, but like
A related, probably.
yeah, like for the first 18 years of my life, I didn't live anywhere longer than 4 years.
Right. Yeah. I was kind of that way with schools. Like I was never in the same school. Actually, I've never been at the same school for more than 4 years.
Yeah. Texas State was like the first one, and I remember at the end of when I got to about this time in the 4 years, I was like getting this really anxiousness and like trying to figure out like what's going on. Why do I feel like this? And it's like, oh, my internal clock says like it's time to move on to the next thing.
Time to move.
But like I'm like, I can't. I need to finish the degree. I need to stay in San Marcos. So I think on top of everything else that I've been feeling, that is in the mix.
Yeah.
Because here we are at the end of 4 years.
Yeah,
It's
we've been through 4 years of.
4 years, dude.
It's a long
Years. 4 long ass years.
We started this show whenever we were on year
2.
Like
We're about to start year 3, yeah.
About to start year 3. Jeez.
Gross. Man.
But yeah, no, that feeling is definitely one I feel too, because I'm just like the concept of when people talk about like, oh yeah, like we've been like best friends since like 5, and like it's been around my friends like since the like my parents were I had a friend in elementary school. We were like friends for like 4th and 5th grade.
Yeah.
And he was a good kid, a good person. But like I moved to a different middle school that he was going to, so I was like we weren't friends anymore.
Yeah.
That's just how it works in school. My parents were like obsessed with the idea of me and him just like still like being like friends. I was like, yeah, like I see him on like Facebook. I don't really like hang out with him like anymore. Like we live in a different part of the city now. So yeah.
It's weird.
The idea of having your same friend for that's why I think for some people the whole best man, best boy
I like that.
the whole like concept of best friend, like for some people is easy. It's just like the person I've known since I was 5.
I still think to even
I don't know anyone from elementary school. I don't know. I don't talk to any of them like from elementary school.
I don't know anybody from elementary school. I still think to this day I've never called anybody my best friend.
Yeah, no, me either. Yeah.
Yeah, that word feels dirty. I don't know why.
I think it's a concept you learn over the course of like 5 years. Like, because there's some of my friends from now college.
We skipped. We skipped that day in our childhood.
Yes. We skipped best friend day. I thought it was the day where you're gonna find this funny. Whenever I finally got to go over to my friend Jason's house to watch the Timmy and Jimmy Power Hour. Now here's the thing: my parents did not let me go to other people's houses.
Yeah.
Unless they met the parents and like they were like cool with them.
Yeah.
Which was few and far between. Why do you think I'm weird? So whenever I got to go over to Jason's house and watch the Timmy and Jimmy Power Hour and eat white people snacks.
Yeah, shout out white people snacks.
Had those.
What's the first thing that you remember eating?
Grips.
Huh?
Grips.
Oh,
those
damn.
like in the silver tin, the little tear off thing. Yeah. Those things were. Me and my brother like destroyed those. Like
it wasn't a snack, but the first time I went up to my boy's place, my boy Justin, they were making chicken and dumplings.
See, I've never enjoyed that before. I don't think I've ever had chicken and dumplings and been like, is the dumpling soft?
Yeah.
Is it like mushy?
No.
I think the concept of it doesn't make. Maybe I have had it before, maybe I haven't. But like for me in my head, I'm just like, if I did eat it, I picture eating just a mushy or like Play-Doh.
I vaguely remember it was kind of like a ravioli or like a French toast.
Okay.
Texture,
so like a little custardy, not like falling apart.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to actually like have chicken and dumplings.
I think I've been chasing that.
Just make chicken and dumplings.
That first time, like
that's me with pho. Like I've been changing like ever since playing with my Vietnamese friends, playing basketball, then eating his mom's.
It's never gonna be better, dude.
No,
it's never gonna be better.
Just it's
like grandma's cornbread.
The table of like, they have the little plate of like bean sprouts and stuff like that, and hoisin and stuff like that. You just put all that in there. Like his uncle's just over you, just like eat it right, just eat it. I'm just like, that's just I don't
it's
think
never gonna be better.
Every time I have pho, I'm just like, it's not as good as Andy's mom's pho. This could be better.
Ah, man.
I don't know. That's
I can't remember a snack like that I had.
Like from childhood?
Yeah. Well, like I remember like the first like. Oof. Disappointed. Jesus, I just remember what it was. Vienna sausages.
I gotta really like those.
I used to way back in the day, but the thought of them now is absolutely disgusting.
It's like some like
we can't be friends if you're eating Vienna sausages.
Some like Creole mustard on like a saltine cracker with a slice of pepper jack cheese.
Shut up.
You act like what I just said didn't sound beautiful.
It didn't because it started with Vienna sausages.
Just canned beets.
Canned beans not good, man. I'm sorry,
no, it's not. No,
unless you're in Hawaii and you're eating Spam fried rice, it is unacceptable to eat canned meat.
Okay, what about tuna? Tuna from I like a good tuna salad. That was something we had a lot we had that a concerning amount of times, like tuna salad. Like, no, like I kid you not, that had to be like at least once a month, if not like twice.
Once a month isn't too bad.
If not twice a month.
I thought you were gonna tell me like 3 times a week.
No, that was.
If it's 3 times a week,
that was spaghetti.
You were poor.
That was spaghetti.
You were poor, and your mom was doing her best.
I'm trying to. How many times did we have tuna salad? What did you have? What was like your because ours was like spaghetti, just roasted chicken, and tuna salad.
The only 2 meals I distinctly remember were my mom did enchiladas, but she did a lasagna. Like she didn't want to roll up the individual enchilada.
That sounds delicious.
It's solid.
Like Mexican
Dude,
lasagna.
it messed me up.
Say Mexican lasagna. Like,
God,
it's Mexican lasagna.
It's Mexican lasagna. But like, nobody ever told me. Like, nobody in my family told me like this isn't how enchiladas are served. Like,
So the first time you had like an enchilada,
yeah,
you were,
I was like, that's not an enchilada.
this is a.
And it was one of those.
Like,
It was one of those things where you just look dumb in front of everybody you're with.
Just like-
You're like 15.
Did you say chameleon? What did you? What?
Yeah, shout out mom. Thanks. Mildly embarrassing me when I was in San Antonio.
I mean, I thought everyone had tuna salad like all the time because
Yeah,
we did it with like tuna, mayonnaise, eggs, and relish, salt and pepper. That was like a meal I had
Yeah.
like for a week, like once a month.
Yeah, no, the only meals I distinctly remember is the enchilada lasagna and beef stroganoff.
Again, another meal. Just the I don't think I've
So strange.
had it before. Or no, maybe I think I've had it in like in line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at school or something like that. Like they just pour on the white gravy, the white brown gravy, that gray.
Fundamentally, it's one of the most disgusting things.
Like who said with beef stew milk?
It's a really loose
Like-
sawmill gravy. Like the
Yeah.
very bottom end of it. It's a very loose sawmill gravy with like some type of roast over egg noodles.
Yeah.
Can get real dicey. I'll give it to my mom. Very tasty from what I remember.
What I picture like when I'm like thinking of like how to make beef stroganoff is just take beef stew, pour like a half gallon of milk in there, and then put that over egg noodles. That's what I'm like. That's what I picture. Am I far off?
Again,
not entirely.
At the very bottom end, yeah, it's pretty close.
I'm like,
Not
it's
good.
milky.
Not good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's a like a hamburger helper. That was like a like that.
The,
That would kind of make sense in a hamburger helper kind of sense.
we did a hamburger helper a couple times.
Why don't we make that stuff now? Because we don't have children.
Yeah.
Because I don't make hamburger help. I can.
I remember I was talking to a body not a bodybuilder, but a one of the meatheads at my gym.
Sure.
And he was like, for his dirty bulk, like he would just eat. His coach told him to eat an entire box of hamburger helper every night, and I was like, okay. I tried that once, and I was like, no, I cannot. This is so much food.
How are you scarfing like
Yeah.
that much food down? That's too much food. Oh my god. I used to. I'm now down into like the 260s
Nice.
now, which is it feels good. And
You can finally fight in the UFC.
yes. But the looking back at like college and stuff now, I'm like, I get how I got there now. There used to be nights where I was like, granted, I mean, with depression and stuff, it makes it a little interesting. But where I would be like, all right, I'm gonna watch all of Daredevil season 1, eat an entire pizza, and then order 6 cookies from Insomnia Cookies.
Shout out Insomnia.
God, the amount of times I ate that meal, I was just like, this is okay.
It's not.
It's not. No. And I was just like, yeah, let's just eat all of this. Or I'd eat like 4 of the cookies and be like, oh, I can't eat those other 2.
I'll save those for breakfast.
Oh, tomorrow's dinner. Calm down.
Half of one for breakfast.
Yeah, even though I shouldn't be eating them for the next like 48 hours after that. Like no, you shouldn't be. You should not be consuming that much food. And eating a whole box of hamburger helper sounds like that to me.
Yeah.
Like eating an entire put a pound of ground beef into this.
Dude, dirty bulking
And you
is one of
have-
the hardest things. Well, bulking in general is one of the hardest. And I mean, I've talked about that on a couple occasions.
Yeah.
Just like, it's.
Something I'm glad I will never have to do is like bulk up.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh.
like the idea of just putting that much food onto like a plate and just being like, I have to eat all of this. It's got to get sickening after a while.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you were doing a similar, not you were
Yeah.
doing.
I can't eat
hamburger
egg
helper.
whites.
Right.
If you show egg whites to me, I'm going to punch you in the throat. Can't eat oatmeal anymore either.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I tried bringing it back this year, and I was just like, nope. Can't do it no more.
Yeah, no, I bet after eating that for a considerable amount of time, because you used to do oatmeal, then the egg
13
whites
weeks
afterwards.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
It was
lot.
egg whites first and then oatmeal. Yeah.
Egg whites first.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine the first meal of my day being egg whites.
Well, you saw me. I was not happy for those 13 weeks.
Yeah.
I was an unpleasant human being.
Those times you were just dying.
Yeah, God bless. And to think like I still was under eating
for that kind of.
for the result that I actually wanted.
Sure.
What I would have needed was about another 1,500 calories.
Oh man. At that
And
point,
I was already at 3,500.
At that point, you just eat ice cream. You just eat melted
Yeah,
ice cream.
and that's where the dirty bulking comes from. Because if you're trying to do, you get an extra 1,500 calories. Because I was clean eating for 6 meals, but you try to eat another 1,500 calories of clean, that doesn't work, man. So
that's
you get your family size meal of hamburger helper, kill that for dinner, and
it's the whole thing of
call
like,
it a day.
Take a pound of ground beef, like just starting with a pound of ground beef and mixing that with other things.
Pound of ground beef, cup of noodles, half cup of milk,
Cheese and
cheese powder.
Cheese powder. God.
Yeah.
Like I might make that this week. I might make tuna salad. You ever just live in your childhood for a second?
Yeah.
Like I was watching I did a prequel Star Wars binge yesterday.
Nice.
I was just chilling out. Like I texted you. You texted me. I was like, I know you want to hang out, but nah. I needed to sit.
I was looking for an excuse to get out of the house, and you said no, and I was like, well, that's an excuse to stay inside.
Yeah, I was hardcore. Just like I need to sit here, not move. So I watched like 3 Star Wars movies, as you do.
As you do. As you do.
Yeah, I was like, who does that?
Not my type of binge, but I get you.
But yeah, I was watching all that, and I was like, I got to like episode 3, and I realized like, this is like full on my childhood right now. I'm like, if I had like some tuna salad right now, or like a kid cuisine. You ever make a kid cuisine when you're 25?
Definitely haven't, dude.
I want to make a cook.
Hearty meals, Hearty Men.
Never had those.
Hearty,
Hungry Man.
Hungry Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I ate those a lot more than I want to admit.
Like when you were younger?
Growing up, yeah.
Yeah, we were a kid cuisine, or did we get into lean cuisines? No. We used to do those Stouffer's lasagnas. Mm-hmm. Like those ones you like take out.
Solid?
Oh yeah, those are great. Yeah, those are great. Yeah, you have to take it out, like leave it sitting out like for the day, and then you pop it in the oven for a couple hours. And lasagna. I tried looking for that. I tried making. I went to Target and like got like one of their like little ones in like a little square. Yeah. And was like, oh yeah, this is like the same thing.
It's not.
Oh, I was mad. Like I've never been mad at a lasagna before. I was mad at that one. I was like. Yeah. Oh no! That time I made lasagna for y'all, I was mad at that one too, because I made it better. Like later on, I was like, "Dang it, I can make this better."
The sauce was a little thin.
Yeah, thin and full of vegetables that were not.
You just didn't cook the vegetables down enough, man.
Yeah, I was very mad at the lasagna.
It was good. The noodles were really good.
And I made it later and was like, "Oh, so you can make lasagna? You can do it."
I'm better than this.
It's all in the sauce. You got to learn how to make the sauce.
A good red sauce is so hard to do.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't cooked in a long time. I need to cook.
Yeah,
it's been.
What's the thing we're gonna innovate this time? Because last time we came up with the black. Was it no? That wasn't black Korean food. Well,
What was it?
We did come up with that. It was like mixture of like. Oh no! If a black guy lived in Italy,
it was black Italian.
Yeah, and you made the
yes,
Blalian. And you made the chicken parm,
chicken parm cutlets.
Yeah, with the
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
oh dude,
that was good.
I love a good Brussels sprout. Love a good Brussels sprout. I don't know. I need to do the pork tenderloin. Excuse me, the pork tenderloin. The goddamn
pork medallions or something, or pork chops.
It's in the crust. It's a steak.
Beef Wellington?
Thank you.
Oh.
I had a stroke for a second. I didn't do the beef Wellington again.
You've done that like 2 times now, right? One
Just
time?
once. I keep talking about doing it again, but
Oh, yeah, it was that one time, yeah.
it was just that one time.
Do it again. I know, but that's like a $200 like meal at a prep.
Yeah, that's
like
one of
a
those ones that
$100,
like
yeah.
as a homies, I'm like, hey, can you like just bring like $5?
Just everyone just go ahead and Venmo me like $10 and
a couple bucks and we'll call it even.
you get a beef Wellington for $10. Like
Beef Wellington, cheapest beef Wellington you ever get.
right.
And it's guaranteed to be good because I'm not gonna serve you bad food.
Imagine doing like a Groupon for like fancy meals. We should do that.
Sad.
I need to go back to one of those. When was the last time you've been to like a fancy place? Oh, that place in Maryland was like your.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude. They took me to that restaurant the first night I got there, and I was like, I'll move here. I'll move here
I get to
right
eat this?
now.
I get to eat this every day.
This is the Italian food underneath my apartment. Let's go.
Underneath
Sign me up.
your apartment is one of the best meals. Like,
Oh my gosh. And I thought I didn't have the pictures on there because I that was one of the ones on the harbor, but I took it with this camera.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's super dimly lit, but straight that Italian joint. That'll be the last batch of food pictures I have, but
Yeah.
god dang. But I want to do the beef Wellington with the scalloped potatoes.
Sure.
Like I want to do like an even favorite, like
Yeah.
beef Wellington, the scalloped potatoes,
Brussels
and then the
sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. Sounds like a good way to end the year.
A1. Need to do the burger again. I need to figure out how to do the smash burger.
Yeah. That's kind of the burger I have to eat now. I can't eat the thick patty anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not the same.
The thick patty is too. There's
Thick.
too much. There's too much like getting into it.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, I need a burger from this place." I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's the different cut of meat.
yeah, because the beef Wellington, that's a tenderloin, right?
Yes.
Okay, but that's like
Steak tenderloin.
that's a
Beef
lot
tenderloins. Yeah.
because they slice that into filet mignons.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that I got, I think I wasted some, and that makes me so angry. Like,
Wasted some.
yeah, I forgot.
Like you trimmed it off. Or
I
something?
trimmed it, and I was like, I'll save this bit, and like, I'll just make a nice steak. And then like, it just got in a container in the freezer, and just kind of got pushed to the back. And then as I was moving out of the apartment, I pulled. I was like, whoa. This is $13. Just had to throw it away.
Trash.
So angry.
No, I've thrown away $13 worth of food before.
I mean, I have too, but just like knowing like this one singular piece of meat
Yeah.
was about $13. That makes me sad.
Yeah. I do want to make a duck. I haven't made a duck.
I want to make a duck. Still want to do the lobster risotto.
Yeah, that'd be a good. Risotto's not that hard.
It's not.
After I made it a couple of weeks ago, I made it and I was like, "This is not.
Patience.
This is
Need
not that
patience.
difficult." Yeah, you just have to. So you have to move now. We can start packing now. I'll help you.
I'm not packing.
I'll
I'm
have-
out.
You're not even gonna pack. You're just gonna leave it all there.
My stuff is his now.
It just that was weird. I don't.
I'll leave him the car. I'll take the bike.
You're just
I'm
gonna
out.
take a backpack and a bike, and
Just see what I can fit. Whatever I can fit on the bike, that's what I'm taking.
that's what you're taking.
Goodbye, desktop.
Just go rent a U-Haul. Just we can get this done in an hour.
Dude, that was the legitimate part of the
What's
thought
the
process.
fastest you think you can pack your entire place?
My entire place?
Yeah, if you just say like, "Hey, you got to be out here like at this much time." Like how much do you think? Like how much time do you think it would take?
6 hours.
Okay.
3 hours is in the kitchen. I've already thought this through.
Yeah.
Every closet's just being left.
You're just gonna leave your stuff.
Whatever. Like if I needed to get out immediately, or if I'm just moving in general, like I have a box next to my desk in my office. I don't know what's in it. I don't need it. I have like
Like it's never come up.
yeah,
Like,
it's not gonna come up again. Like
yeah.
I've got a tote, not a tote, a
Yeah, tell me.
tub of like all my college books and binders.
Yeah.
Don't need that. I mean, I do, but
I finally got rid of some of that stuff because I was just like, I don't need this. My bad thing was like, so we had performances like all the time, and like you always like have to take a program, right?
yeah,
And I kept them in a bin of just like, I had like an entire box of programs.
damn,
I'm like, this is like well over like almost like 1,000 programs I just have.
that's ridiculous.
I'm like, why do I need this? Like, because the thought was always like, oh, I'm gonna want to remember that piece later.
No, you don't. And that's
The ones I do, I looked up on YouTube. So like, I don't.
and that's why I'm saying like I don't need that.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm like gonna save is like the kitchen stuff because it's a decent chunk of change.
Just make sure you look in it because there was a bag of stuff that I had. I had a drawstring bag that was like apparently whenever I moved out of my last place, that was like all my sentimental stuff went in there, like all my stuff from like there was like some high school stuff and some pins and all this kind of stuff, and all that went into that bag, including my passport and all that stuff. Then there was a time before we went to Mexico where I was like, I can't find my passport. I didn't know where that bag was.
Yeah.
And then I eventually found it. Was like, oh, like, or no, I think I just like saw that bag but didn't picture it being in there.
Yeah.
So then I like looked in it and was like, that's where all of my
Thank God.
like memories are. Thank goodness. All right, draw this back up, but
I don't think I have that.
you don't have like a sentiment box or anything like a. I mean, you got what happened to Doug?
I got Doug. That's about it.
Yeah,
Doug's the homie.
yeah. I kept all my whenever they were still doing
Why is
ticket.
Doug up here? I need to put Doug up here.
Yeah, I thought you had them up here
I
at one
thought I
point.
did too. Huh.
But I started keeping all the ticket stubs. I think when I started working at Cinemark, I like
Jesus.
the movies that I was watching.
Yeah.
Wasn't keeping the general public's. Imagine that freak. It's just like I keep everyone's tickets.
60 tickets to the 3:45 showing of the Lego movie.
Despicable Me 2. Just, why do you have that? I needed my Minions tickets. These are my Minions.
That's terrifying. Somebody has that.
The 11:45 showing of Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Somebody's had to kept all the ticket stubs, right?
No.
There's that level of crazy out there.
What?
Yeah.
I could see for like the Star Wars premiere, like keeping those tickets. But like whenever we're taking tickets at a theater, they always go in the same bin. We're not like separating them. So like,
I'm saying somebody could be. There has to have been some person to have pocketed every ticket that they.
Well, there was also the thing of like counting tickets, like to count how many people were in a theater. We used to do that. Like you used to like stack them up, and sometimes I felt like it was kind of a fake thing, like it was like a game. they were just like, oh yeah, count your tickets because you're totally gonna need that information later on. I mean, it was helpful when you're cleaning to know this theater has 30 people versus the theater has 5 people.
Yeah.
Like timing is like way easier, but like still it felt kind of silly. But I don't think the urge ever like came over me, or I don't think it would ever come over somewhere to be like,
well, you're definitely a level of crazy.
I take these Minion tickets with my back pocket.
I've got it. As much things as I've seen on the internet, I've got to believe at least one person has kept every ticket that they've ever torn.
Yeah, maybe.
At least one.
I could picture like some like older guy.
Yeah.
He's like much older. He's like in like 50s, 60s. Like he's like I'm the ticket terror. Like at Regal View Cinema in Anaheim, California, and I've been tearing tickets for 37 years.
Yeah.
Here's my stack of tickets. It's just a room. It's just a room filled with Despicable Me. Just. I can't think of a funnier movie than that. Just having a stack of
There's another Despicable Me coming out.
Crudes too. Just like why do you have that? Like what? He's like, I've been doing this for 27 years. I think time makes you less creepy.
Yeah, there's a point where you flip over from being creepy to being a collector.
I'm only it's a hair collection.
Right? If you buy a hair or like a piece of hair from one celebrity, mad creepy. If you have a piece of hair from
4, still creepy.
still creepy. 20?
It's gonna be like 50
It's gotta be like 50, right?
if you're collecting hair.
Yeah.
That's like it's like having the autograph pictures on the wall. 2, weird. 5,
No.
okay.
2 is like you met your hero. Cool, man.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Like
if you
David
have-
Hasselhoff, Michael Jordan. Great, we're done.
cool. It's not like met these 2 stood in line. Great, grand. But then
Was like 4.
I think signatures is a pretty. I don't think that's a creepy. I don't think that's
No, it's not a creepy, but hair is creepy.
hair's creepy.
Hair's if you got like 4 people's hairs, that's like
weird.
you're summoning something great. Like, like good to know. Well, if you got like 50 people's hairs, it's like, oh, he's just a eccentric collector.
Yeah.
At 50 hairs. Is it still weird?
It's definitely not a good collection, but it's. I think 50 is.
I think it's how you arrange them.
Yeah.
If you got them on a wall, like stretched out, a little plaque under each one of them, that freak you out.
Yeah. Something like
Yeah,
that.
and it's keratin, so it doesn't like decay. Just remains taut. I had to use the word taut. Just it was like the only word
Really did not like that.
made sense.
What's another one that's
Don't go into my closet.
creepy at first?
Creepy at first. Toys. I think the Funko Pop thing.
I don't get that collection.
I-
Is that
The big head.
No, I'm saying is that like is that this generation's Beanie Babies?
To a certain extent, yes.
Right?
Yeah, because there's a new one every movie that comes out. There's
Everybody thought that they were gonna be the shit.
yeah.
There's their retirement plan.
But now people have rooms of Funko Pops.
Yeah, no, it's weird. They keep them in the box. The box is so large. Why is the box so large?
Because the heads are large.
Yeah, they're not that big though.
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
they're.
saying?
But I think that is like a whole. It's like a shoe game thing too. It's like
It's not, though.
you don't need to own
Yeah, but the shoe
90
game.
pairs of shoes.
The shoe game serves a purpose. You can wear the shoes. The hell are you doing with Funko Pops?
Yeah, you're looking at them, especially they're
Looking at
they're unboxed. You're just
Yeah.
like, I have to own them. You own several thousands of, like,
Like, again, if you're a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan and you've got the five different Funko Pops, that's
7.
cool.
I get 7. Get no 8.
The Turtles.
Because you gotta get the Turtles, you gotta get Master Splinter, then you gotta get Shredder,
Yeah.
Bebop, Rocksteady,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
maybe Krang,
Then you gotta get the chick too, right?
April O'Neil, yeah. Yeah, you gotta get Casey then. If you get
Yeah,
April O'Neil, you gotta get Casey. 11.
11.
But 11's like, fine. 11's a collection
Yeah.
at that point. That's
There,
fine.
there's an opposite thing where you have too many, and then it becomes weird again. I think it just depends on what it is.
It's like a standard deviation curve.
Yeah, the standard is a very
There's an average. It depends on the product that it is.
Yeah.
It shifts around. If it's hairs, like 50, and it's like, or like, no, not 50. Let's go like 17. I think like in the teens is like, as far as like the creepiness scale goes, it's like not as creepy. The higher you go, the less creepy it is.
that's fair.
So it's like, standard deviation 17. Anything above or below that, because when you get up to 50, it's like, okay,
It's a little weird.
problem. But if you have 4,
Equally as weird.
Like,
Doing some voodoo shit over there? What's going on?
why do you need Tom Cruise's hair? Yeah, then it sounds like you have like a mission. Either way, yeah, that's what it is. Collections don't look like you have a mission.
But then you got like Jay Leno.
I was just thinking about that. I was
His
like,
car collection.
that's there's a point.
There's a function to that though, because every single car he owns, he can fix.
Yeah.
And he drives.
Right. Like he will drive those cars eventually. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't care about anything enough to. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we don't care about anything enough to be like, I need to own. Well, you like cars enough to be
like cars enough. Yeah.
Like if you own 50 cars, you'd be like I don't even like saxophones or whatever enough to like. If I own 50 of them, I would be like, that would not bring me
weird.
That would not bring me any happiness. like I would not be any.
I'm starting to get away from this material world. I don't know how I feel about it.
Are you feeling like a material girl? Living in a material world, and I am a material girl.
Which one's a better song to walk out to, that or I'm a Barbie Girl?
Material girl. Wait, the new Material Girl or the old one? Like Madonna or the Material Girl. I don't know the words.
No idea what you're just saying, so I'm going to go with Madonna.
Okay. Yeah, Madonna. The Madonna rather than You know who knows all the words to Barbie Girl?
Jacob?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. When I heard her sing all the words to Barbie Girl, I was like, we don't have to date anymore. Like we don't have to. Like I'm good. Like,
that is super on brand.
I was like, why do you know? Like, why are you doing like inflections on like you're doing the voices? That's a little unsettling. Granted, there's some stuff I got memorized, or I'm just like, no one needs to know that. Yeah. But Jones barbecue and foot massage.
I'm just saying it'd be hilarious to be like as you're walking into the cage, you just look over at the. And it only works if you're the second guy, because then you just look. Come on, party, let's go party. Yeah. Like you kick your leg out as you step.
You come out full. Just.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel like my those like song questions always change for me. Like, what's your karaoke song? What's your walking out song to like a fight? What's your wedding song? Like those songs change for me literally all the time. Yeah. I can never keep one. I found those. Speaking of like keeping something, I found those impermanent tattoos things. I consider it just putting one on over the summer, just being like, being able to like look at it. Yeah,
I feel that.
Just to commit to it, just to see, because right now I'm just tattooed. The idea of getting a tattoo and just like having it, I'm like, no, no, it's more. My literal nightmare.
I need more.
Literal nightmare. Yeah. What have you want to go and talk about what we've been watching?
Yeah, it's The Ultimatum.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I watched the reunion episode. And
it's so bad.
God, what's
Connor gave me the idea, and I don't know how I would do it.
Yeah,
but and also the market's pretty saturated, but I think it's saturated with not me. And I think
oh, that was the most Markus statement I've ever heard. Oh man, clip that, please. I think the market's saturated, but it's saturated with not me.
It is. Because that's
literally what every person's thought. You know, when people move to LA, that's literally what goes through their head.
You're right. And it's well documented that I have some pretty high delusions of grandeur.
Hey, delusions are like, I was watching Two Bears, One Cave, and they were talking about how like Kanye is like delusional. It's like you kind of, to be on that level of like successful, you kind of have to be a little delusional.
Exactly.
It's got to be a little bit of like a
Everybody famous is a little bit crazy.
Just a little bit. You don't get to Tom Cruise level of insane without being like
Into Scientology. You know?
you gotta
Balance.
You gotta do something a little just a
Right?
little aggressive.
So
But yeah.
here's my idea.
Okay.
Right? There is a multitude
What's
of
the pitch? Give me the
of people that watch these trash shows.
Yeah.
But they're always just like a little flamboyant or a little dry, or it's like a sports dude, like kind of commentating on it. You know what I'm saying? There's no like flamboyant pseudo hood rats.
discussing those shows?
Yes. And that's who I am.
Okay.
Right? Because
As like a review?
yeah,
Okay.
they review, watch along,
Yeah.
things like that.
Because you do those on Instagram all the time.
I do it on Instagram. It's great. Right? But it'd be hilarious to do like if I became a Twitch streamer
Yeah.
for those shows.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be funny.
But my function as a friend is to just support your
Thanks,
your
man.
delusions.
Yeah,
no, that sounds.
See, you're a smart person. You ride all the pitches until one of them works out, and then you get famous with me.
Friendship.
Friendship. I don't know what function you play in the overall grand scheme of me being famous.
You just show me a contract one of these days.
I should make a contract. But, like, Roseman is already my truffle pig.
Right.
And, like, you're in that same lane, but he's more, like, you don't have the dad stance.
No, I'm more of
Like-
the, hey, can you figure this out?
Yeah. You're just, like, kind of like in that permanent producer role.
Yeah. I'm fine with being a producer. I like being a producer.
That's good. Yeah.
I am no star. Yeah.
Yeah, but Rosen's my truffle pig, and you're the producer, and Connor's just my
Idea man.
yeah.
Bouncing off.
But this show, absolute trash. Ultimatum.
Yeah.
It's the secondary show from. It's not even a spinoff. It's just I say secondary.
It's in the same like production studio as Love Is Blind.
Love
right?
it, exactly. Yeah. Same people that put on Love Is Blind are the one that are doing the Ultimatum. Love Is Blind is based off of getting rid of the ideas that you get rid of.
The physical attraction. Yeah.
The physical.
It's like
attraction.
that the dating game, right? From the 70s, like
Love Boat.
no, that's a show. They're all shows. But no, I think it's the dating. I think it's called the dating game.
I think it was called the dating game.
Yeah, where they behind
contestant
screens
number
and-
one. What
Yeah,
did you do? Yeah.
right.
Same idea, a little bit more intimate. Love Is Blind, absolutely terrible because there is some functionality of the physical attraction that
When they
needs
see-
to be there.
My favorite like little like reviews of that when they see the person for the first time. They're like, there's a psychologist on TikTok and she talks about how like the what's it called, body language of someone who does not like someone is very obvious.
Not good.
They're just like very avoidant, like they reach out for the hug and stuff. It's like, oh boy. But yeah, Ultimatum though.
So Ultimatum
Yeah.
is about a show. The premise of this show is, let's say we're in a relationship. We've been together for 2.5 years. I want you to propose to me. You have not proposed to me yet. So I give you the ultimatum of,
Propose to me or I'm gonna date other people.
well, that's what you would think the show is about. But it's not. That's what gets super dicey. What the show is functioning is based off of why people don't want to get married. And it's usually what if there's something better.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? That's where majority of the hesitancy comes from. So the show's like, cool, man. Well, we're just gonna get a bunch of couples together, and if you don't want to do it, we're gonna break up. You're gonna date around within everybody else's couples. You're gonna find someone that you like, and then you're gonna live with them for 3 weeks, while your person is dating someone else.
Right.
And then after the 3 weeks, you guys go back to dating your original partner. And then at the end of that 3 weeks, you decide, do I stay with the original person? Do I go with the new person? Or do I just like fly solo?
See, that whole thing is, and I remember it was either you, I think Megan was talking about this or something. It was like whenever they get back together, like they're always fighting.
Immediately started fighting, dude.
Well, because of course you're gonna fight with the person you've been with for 2-3 years or whatever. You're gonna fight with them, or they're gonna fight with the new person you've never that you just like. You just met some, like, who's gonna fight in the first like 3 weeks of like dating someone? Like,
Well, these people are emotionally
2-year-olds
yeah.
or 16.
So they were fighting with like the new couple as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, everybody's just trash. They're just awful people that don't know how to like express any emotions or.
And none of the actual couples, did they ever switch?
What do you mean?
Like, did the couples that were like originally together, did they break up? Did any of them break up?
I don't know. I haven't finished the show yet.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. They were
I got 2 episodes left.
on the reunion episode. They were sitting on the like. I didn't know who was with who, and they were talking about like if I had dated this person, would I have dated you or what?
Yeah.
Like I don't know any of the context behind it.
Yeah, it's such a wild concept on a TV show because like, and they're living in the same apartment building.
Yeah.
As everybody else, it's just like you're running into people, and then like one dude ended up talking to his old girlfriend for a while, and she got angry, and she like blew up on him. He's like, "You're the one that brought me on the show. What are we doing here? Like, I didn't want to do this. This was your idea."
See, like anytime any of those bachelorette, any of those dating shows, I'm like, something is wrong with you. So like,
hold on.
To like go for.
I have a second pitch here, but
for them to go
don't
through
hurt
their
my
head.
feelings.
Well, no, not you for watching it, but people that are on the show.
Yeah,
they're just like, why are you? Why is this what you need to do right now? You can. What?
What?
Wait, what's your second pitch though? You go on the show.
Yes. My old girl Lauren.
Are you the wild card that shows up?
Yes. So my homegirl Lauren said, she was like, because kind of talking to where I'm at with life and all that, and like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. She's just like, you should just, she was like, I know you're doing the podcast thing. Help with that audience. You go on the Bachelorette. You get another 10K, easy 10K followers.
Yeah.
Get the blue check mark, become legitimate, do the foodie TikTok, and then bingo bango, I'm famous. It's like solid plan.
That's the pitch. Yeah, I mean, some people just do it for fame, but when they try to act like it's like seriously like for love, I'm just like, what? What do you think this is? This is you're dating someone for 3 weeks.
I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be after watching The Bachelorette a couple times.
You think you would like love someone?
I don't think I would.
Like,
yeah, I don't. Let's be honest. I don't think I'm making it to like past the final 8. You know what I mean? Like maybe depending on the girl, like I make it to fantasy suites, but.
That's like the final 4.
Yeah.
Like final 2 or something.
Yeah,
3.
it's
4?
4. Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it, but I'm just like, maybe I get there. But in reality, probably not.
Yeah, I don't.
And that's okay.
I don't possess the delusion. to like.
I'm basing it all off the charm. And, that charm only gets you so far.
I heard, I think it was Schultz talking about how his like, not his sister, or someone's sister. It might have been his sister. He, like speaking of like what we were talking about in the beginning, the dad made the daughter made her go start random conversations with people.
I think that was Taylor.
Tomlinson?
Yeah. Because Schultz doesn't have a sister. I think you're talking about Taylor.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, so they were talking about how like they made them go start random conversations with people. That's how they learn to like And now it's like they can just speak to
whoever,
anyone.
approach anybody.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I can't. Because I don't think that happened to me. I don't think my parents were like, go make friends.
I think that's like like again another secondary benefit of being in the church,
Right.
because you're like, that's a comfortable zone of like you know everybody,
Yeah.
but as an 8-year-old you don't know what it is, but like those people are willing to talk to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's
Well, see, the thing is, when we were going to church, we went to a mega church first. Like when we moved to Dallas, or in like that like elementary time, we were at like a mega church. So
Yeah.
I really didn't know people. There were hundreds of them. Like I just didn't.
Yeah, that's too much.
Like you just don't know them.
You got to stay like 200-person church.
Yeah, there was never a community where like it was like Evan, go make friends.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I had my couple of friends, but it wasn't like even then it was like, hey, those are Pokemon cards. You want to look at my Pokemon cards too? I find the Pokemon thing. Do the high schoolers do that at all?
No.
Okay, the middle schoolers, they're into Pokemon cards again.
Shout out.
And the light that goes in their faces whenever I pick up their cards, I'm like, oh yeah, the Swamp Tail. I had like 4 of those, and I'm like, you know. It's a Mudkip. It sucks.
It sucks. You have trash cards, kid. Steal your mom's credit card. Get the
stuff
better
out of it. Get this out of my face. I don't need this.
So
Play
like
your flute.
talking about that, I think that there's there's always an upside and downside of things. Like I have that weird anxiety of not being comfortable after 4 years
Sure.
at somewhere, but I'm good at talking to people because I was forced to.
Right. Yeah. When you're forced to make new friends, like
Go make new friends again.
Yeah.
Do it again. One more time. Not doing it in high school. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No. Like when I was in high school. I mean, every time I've moved somewhere, it's been like I've been forced to make friends.
Yeah.
So help you get on The Bachelor. That's the
Help me get on the Bachelor. There's casting calls and there's
yeah.
like a form you need to fill out.
I got onto one of those casting things a while ago. And I was like for I think I was looking to be like an extra somewhere. And he kept popping on Facebook. It was like,
Was it Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
no, it was
That one kept popping.
it was just a general like a general like acting like Facebook page of being like, hey, like you like looking to get casted. I was like, I just want to be an extra. I want to be an extra in like one movie. That's like a bucket list thing.
You're gonna be buying coffee,
Yeah. Like imagine
building
like
collapses.
a featured extra. I don't. Oh, no, I don't want to be in a disaster movie. That sounds awful.
Well, like in the Avengers.
Like running away.
No, just like be in the Avengers.
I don't want
where
to
it's
get
like,
saved.
It's like no. It's the first cutscene where it's like they're at the top of the tower and they're like, if they break through, it's gonna be. I'm distinctly remembering
Yeah.
like Avengers 1.
Yeah.
It's like if they come through the portal, like
Sure.
shit's gonna get crazy. And then there was like a B-roll. I vaguely remember of just like,
Oh, that one waitress is.
yeah, a dude
Yeah.
like ordering a sandwich or something, like
Yeah.
looking up, like you're the initial look up people.
Oh yeah, like the look up bus thing. Whenever Ned was like in Spider Man, he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, look, an alien!" Everyone's like, "Oh!" I'd be the one kid in the back. No, I can't play high school anymore. But yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool bucket list.
Yeah. Anything else you've been watching?
Just that.
Ultimatum.
Watched a couple movies.
Yeah.
Watched Grown Ups again. It's a good movie, man. It like buddy comedy. You know what I mean?
It's not a buddy comedy, but yes. It's a bunch of friends having a good time. Yes. A buddy comedy is two
Just
people.
two, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's that all of their movies are buddy comedies because they're all like actually friends. You know what I mean?
Ensemble, like, yeah.
There's no such thing as ensemble comedy, so I'm just gonna stick with.
Yeah, there is.
I don't. That sounds.
I'm pretty
goofy.
sure you just call it an ensemble comedy.
That sounds corny as hell, so I'm gonna go with buddy comedy, but like
Like an ensemble. Yeah, that's.
multiple buddy.
Yeah, that Grown Ups is like a. That's another childhood movie. I can watch it because of like I want to get chocolatey wasted. Like that was the funniest thing in the world when I was like 11. But now I'm like, this is.
It's still funny, man.
It's the scene where they're all standing outside of the church and they're just like slowly roasting each other.
Yeah.
They're being like, look at you, looking like grandma's left leg like fell off. Aha! You've been burnt like you're Chris Rock, and like you're two of the funniest like.
I'll give you that.
People out here, Kevin
Smith,
James, you're not
James.
funny.
He's funny. How dare you? I enjoy Kevin James.
I don't like him.
How dare you?
His brand of falling down comedy has never been like funny to me.
Well, he's the original fat guy.
Like, I've never been like, this is
It's
good.
not a great comedy.
No, I didn't realize was actually like hilarious. Is David Spade?
Yeah,
He's actually like really
David Spade's the
like.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was like a stand up.
dude. He's 4'10". Not really, but
He has the demeanor of a 4'10".
like, of course he's gonna be funny. Come on now.
But yeah, like, yeah, that movie's always been like a weird spot for me. I don't know.
I haven't watched it in a while. I giggled.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched it again recently too. Like, well, I think I rewatched 2 like after that, like Grown Ups 2. That was.
I knew that one was bad.
That
one was.
That one was weird because like nothing happens in that movie.
Yeah.
Like they talk about a party that's happening, and then the party happens. Like that's the entire like kind of plot of Grown Ups 2.
Yeah.
Like, that's the sad. That's the weird sad part. You're like,
Not good.
nothing happens. Well,
What about you?
I've been watching. What else? I restarted 30 Rock. I'm no longer watching Madagascar movies to go to sleep. I knew when I watched the Penguins movie, I knew it was time to stop. I knew it was like, all right, this is my rock bottom. Like,
That's so bad.
it's either heroin or this. Like
Jesus.
or watching the Penguins of Madagascar.
It's either heroin or this. What a statement.
No, it was the King Julian series. That's when I was like, okay, Evan, you need to do something different.
Do something else with your life, bucko.
But yeah, so I started rewatching 30 Rock. It's still, good show, good comfort show. Severance. That show.
I've heard about this one.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like I usually can like kind of binge shows. Not that one. I have to watch it.
Too dense.
The basic concept of the show is people sign up for this job where you don't remember when you go into work, you don't remember your outside life, and when you leave work, you don't remember your work life. It's a work life balance thing. Because imagine if you like went to work every day and like didn't think about the fact that you have to be home. Like you just keep showing up. Imagine like the creepiest part of that, and this isn't like a spoiler or anything, but whenever you leave, the next thing you see is you opening the door again to come back in. You feel rested, and you're like something happened, but you don't remember that. All you remember is like if you're taking an elevator down, you remember that all you remember is the elevator coming back up again.
Oof. Okay, that's a dense show.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and
I get behind it.
But it's like really good though, and directed by Ben Stiller of all people. Right. Whenever I saw it, I was like, okay. But I watched that. I watched American Psycho. Good movie.
Classic.
There's some other. What did I watch again recently? Star Wars stuff. No, that's. Oh, Moon Knight. Are you watching that at all?
Yeah, I'm keeping up with it.
Okay.
It's a good show. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that just me? Am I dumb?
No, I mean, like I knew Moon Knight. That's Marvel's in their full thing of like, if you don't know this character, you don't know this character. But like I knew Moon Knight was a schizophrenic, like, guy who goes out and destroys people that like he's an Egyptian, like he's like given powers by an Egyptian god, and that's all I knew about him. Like,
I got nothing.
Like the weird part is that the aggressive like Mark Spector is actually like that's the main guy in the Moon Knight comic. It's like Stephen Grant, like his whole like the main character in the show is not the main character of the comics. Mark Spector is. So like if you're a Moon Knight fan, it'd probably be like amazing. But like
Yeah.
for someone who I knew the gist of the character, I didn't know. I don't even know if it's even going to tie into all the, because you notice they haven't mentioned
Anybody.
They haven't mentioned Thanos. They haven't. There was like a one thing about like the blip came across like a bus at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the Global Repatriation Council.
Yeah.
Like they had like a bus ad at one point, but they haven't mentioned anything else. And some people were saying it could just be because they're just going to do 6 episodes of this, and then because Oscar Isaac, the guy who plays him, doesn't have a contract.
Oh, really?
He's like one of the first like Marvel actors to like. They're like, maybe you can come back, maybe you don't have to. We'll see. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Moon Knight's it's good. Some good action. Did you see the latest episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, good action.
They push back the stars.
Yes. Yeah, that would
Crazy.
be kind of insane to.
Terrifying graphic to see that.
Yeah, if someone was actually doing that,
Yeah.
like, what do you think would happen if you went out on a Saturday night and then you just see?
Well, my go-to is that I'm dying. And I would just think that's it.
You should be like,
I died.
you thought that what death would look like is the sky.
I don't know if that's what death would look like, but I feel like
an iPad. Just scrolling by.
just scrolling through pages. Yeah. I don't know if that's what death looks like, but I feel like if I were to die,
Probably.
that would make sense.
Probably some kind of like, just a little insane. A little insane. Yeah.
That's crazy. It'd be terrifying.
Yeah. But that show's been good.
Yeah.
I need to.
6 episodes?
Yeah, 6 episodes. Short. We're on episode 3 now.
Well, I know that there's been some speculation about the fact that he was also the main character in the last X-Men, the main villain. I can't remember.
In the last Apocalypse? No, not Apocalypse. The last X-Men movie was
It was the one where they time traveled.
Days of Future Past.
Days of Futures Past.
Yeah.
He was and that's why there's like some weird speculation because he was an
Apocalypse.
Egyptian god.
Yeah. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. We're mixing up things. Because Days of Future Past is Apocalypse is the Egyptian
Yes.
guy. Yeah.
He played Apocalypse as well.
Right. Yeah.
So I think there's just like
A little speculation there.
who's gonna which one does he play? But because they're both in the same world, and I mean, the next thing to come over is the X-Men world into the Marvel Studios, and that's like,
Yeah. At this point, I think we're gonna be on like a 3 or 4 year, just like, all right, did we sell all does everyone have a franchise now? Are we all in the right spot? Because right now, like,
is everybody underneath the umbrella of the mouse?
like yeah, like are we all just Walt with all of this? That's what I'm picturing is just Mickey holding on to Walt Disney's leg with all of the money and the franchises surrounding. There's like lightsabers,
Basically.
But yeah, that's yeah. Until we get everything like in the nice umbrella, it's just gonna be this weird thing of like, I don't know. He could be here, there, maybe not, never, maybe nowhere, maybe everywhere. Oh, I almost forgot it. Sorry, I almost forgot about like one of my favorite movies now. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Okay. I'm not gonna spoil any of it.
Okay.
All it is. Did you see Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh. The
Oh, is this that new A24 movie?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That like where she's the multiverse of herself. Like there's a thing it all keeps like coming up like into like she can like learn things from like it's a Matrix movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
By far in like the last like 10 years, one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Damn.
It's like
That good.
legit hilarious action, insanity, conceptually mind melting, like, and then like heartfelt. Like everyone in the theater, like I looked over, 6 people, we were all like, was like, it's heavy too. Like
Really?
it's a really
Okay.
now granted, there's some silly times in the movie. Yeah, there's some real like funny stuff in it. But yeah, that movie is like, there's a little recency bias right now because I just saw it like last weekend.
Yeah, of course.
I had to drive to Waco to go even watch it because it wasn't showing here.
I was about to say.
Yeah, they like did like a slow release thing where they released it a couple of weeks ago, for like, you know, your Alamo Draft House or like something like that, like something you have to drive to a city.
Yeah.
And then they did a bigger release, and now it's everywhere. But
Gotcha.
like, that movie is like
Top notch.
top notch, and just the whole concept behind all of it is just so like, oh man, it's like we've talked about this before, but like, I wish we could only make those movies.
Yeah.
Granted, you have to make the schlock, you have to make the crap movies, you have to make the things killings and the velocipastors and all that stuff. You have to make those, but like I wish every movie could just be like, we're just gonna make this good concept. That's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this beautiful movie. You don't need any more. God, that was so good.
Hell yeah. I saw Sonic too.
Yeah, how was that?
It's good.
Yeah, no, I'm
enjoyed it.
I'm genuinely, I genuinely want to watch. I didn't see the first one,
Yeah.
but I got the gist of it. I mean, like I saw the CinemaSins video like after like years later, but like I want to watch that. I heard it was like good.
Huh.
You haven't seen Morbius yet, have you?
No.
All right, cool.
I thought about it. I would have had to wait an extra 25 minutes. I was like, I don't want to wait that much longer.
Not for Morbius.
I'm going to see it.
Okay.
I'll see it at home.
When you see it, I want to talk to you about it because I'm like, no offense, but I'm like halfway thinking you're going to be like, it's great.
I probably won't say it's great, but I'll think it's okay.
Right. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. Because that movie is like, I wanted my blood drained. Like, I was like, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
All right. Anything else?
No, I saw everything everywhere all at once. So.
Word. All right, man. Well, appreciate everybody listening to us all the way to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.